All right, so in this video, we're going to look at this piecewise defined function. And the game is the same. We're going to write it in terms of unit steps and then attempt to find the Laplace transform. So writing it in terms of unit steps is pretty much business as usual. So we're starting off with 4t minus t squared. And then when t equals 2, so that means that we have a delay here. That means that the 4t minus t squared is going away. And the 0 is here to stay. Notice there I rhymed a little bit. So, looking at this, cleaning this up, we have 4t minus t squared plus, now when I do apply the minus, that just turns it into t squared minus 4t, unit step t minus 2. Now remember, this function out front here has to match the shift, the t minus 2. In other words, I want to be able to write that function in terms of t minus 2 to easily use the transform formula, which remember is Laplace transform of a function of t minus t naught times a unit step of t minus t naught, a true delay in the function, is the Laplace transform of the original function times e to the negative t naught times s. So I need to write this in terms of t minus 2. Turns out in this one, we did luck out, and you can just use completing the square to make that happen. It turns out that this is t minus 2 squared minus 4. But are we always going to get that lucky? Well, let's just make sure that we have a generalized process here. I have something different that I like to do, and here's what I'm going to look at here. So looking at this whole thing, I'm going to let w equal t minus 2. And that means that t is equal to w plus 2. So I'm going to rewrite everything in terms of w so I can more easily identify the function. So that means we have w plus 2 squared minus 4 times w plus 2. That's just replacing t with w plus 2. All times unit step of w. So now if I get the function on the left, just in terms of w, well, we're there kind of, we can easily Laplace transform it. So working out the bracketed stuff here, we have w squared plus 4w plus 4 minus 4w minus 8. And again, that's times unit step of w, which is, oh, would you look at that? W squared minus 4 unit step of w. Now, I want you to look at, let me use a different color here. I want you to look at this versus this. They are the same thing. Just remember that w was t minus 2, which means that when we go to transform it, we're going to be multiplying by e to the negative 2s. So we can actually go right from the w expression to the transform. So f of s is equal to, well, these two are, going back to the old stuff because those are not shifted. So this is 4 over s squared minus 2 over s to the third. And then the Laplace transform of this stuff would be, well, the transform of the bracketed function is 2 over s to the third minus 4 over s. And the unit step of w, remembering that it was t minus 2, means that we're going to be multiplying our transform by e to the negative 2s. And that is the transform of our function.